Okay. So two things that I want to concentrate on here tonight before you guys pop off and go away is first of all, if you have been with us more than once or and would like to share something that has changed drastically and intentionally with you since that happened, I want to hear from you. So you start thinking about that. And then we have a special little delivery. Rachel and I have Rachel Lewis and Future View Multimedia Dawn. And then behind the purple, beautiful scenery is Marie. Those are our honeybees. That's our team. We've been working together and we've been doing some different growth steps together. But Rachel's got a really powerful money blocking thing that she wants to offer and give to you this evening before you leave if you're having problems with money blocks and flow. So first of all, is there anybody who would like to share, who has been here more than once, anything that has changed for you in the last, since we started in September?
Oh, I was trying to get my mute to stop. I am not a good millennial. I keep telling myself I'm like not good at this technology stuff. So anyway, as my Aunt Jen is shaking her head back there. Anyways, so when I started out, I was really stressed. I was working in a hospital. I'm a nurse, and I was working on one of the hardest floors. And I just was like having all of my energy drained from me every single night. The situation was just really bad. And emotionally, I felt dead. Physically, I felt dead. Like immune system was dead. Everything was dead. I got COVID 3 times last year. It was crazy. Anyways, so like one of the first polls that she had done for me, she said that something new was coming and something was going to change. And with all of that, I ended up getting like 2 different interviews, and I got 2 different job offers. And now I'm in a different job that is so much less stress. And like everybody that I've talked to is like, I can see like Jenna shining through again. I can see like your happiness. I can see your personality come out. For a while it was gone, but you're like slowly coming back to life. And I feel like that's like a big thing right now, is like finding the life again after I had lost it for like a whole year. So
wow. Jenna, yeah, you guys give her some snaps. She was brave, damn it. She was just brave to put her heart out there to some of us who are strangers and some of us who are not. Jenna, that is such a beautiful testimony. Would you mind if you would just send a personal message to me or Rachel, if you wouldn't mind us using part of that as a testimonial, because that was powerful. That's a huge change.
yeah, I will. Thank you.
Also, I remember your first card pull, and it has been fire ever since, girl. All the changes. Okay, I'm muting this back up.
Okay. Anybody else? I'll tell you one really quick one. Oh, go ahead, Christina.
Well, I've just been able to get really, really clear on the importance of intentions and what my intentions are. And then through that, life reflects that back to me. And so I can see, oh, I need to even clarify my intention more, or wow, I really had that intention and it showed up so quickly, like I'm in awe. But it's building energy that now I'm aware experientially, like, oh, all I gotta do is set that intention and let go and just know that this is for me, because it is the intention that I am setting for reasons that I have within myself, and just allow it to show up in my life. And that just kind of keeps happening over and over and over in ways. We did have one of the first sessions that I attended, Tonya said that something really powerful would happen for me I believe she said December 12th. And I literally got a phone call that evening about 7:20 in the evening. That was beyond what I could have even comprehended, and allowed me to take the time I wanted to take right now to get even more clarity in my life and move in the direction that I want to move into. So yeah, just really getting clarity about the importance of intentions and setting my intentions very clearly, and then allowing that to manifest itself for me. And then going on to the next intention, and then that, just keeps unfolding.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's my experience so far.
Thank you so much for sharing that. I saw in the chat earlier that you walked out of a class that was not serving you, and that is brave. Thank you for putting those things in the chat, for sharing and supporting us this evening. Anybody else? I'm going to tell you, some of you know me. Some of you have known me longer than others. Some of you are my children and my other children of my heart, and my friends. So I am standing on the precipice of everything changing, like my role at work, my children in my house, the car that I drive. In an hour and a half, I manifested the most beautiful car. Didn't even know. I mean, I literally, my group here, we're the honeybees, and I put it in there. I was like, you guys, I'm standing in big magic. Just hold on. You're not gonna believe what's happening. And it has been like that for like the last 3 months. The new moon ceremony that Tonya did, I caught it on Instagram as I was in bed, fading out. And I was like, oh man, I don't want to get up. I'm in my bed. I don't want to get up and write something on a piece of paper and put it in a glass of water and stand out underneath. Oh, that's a beautiful moon. Oh, yeah, I'm still not getting up for you. I'm tired. But I went, okay, I'm going to do it in my head. All right, I'm getting rid of fat and tired, and I'm accepting health and energy. That's what I'm doing. I rolled over and went to sleep. My intentions about health have been manifesting since the beginning of December. That health one that she said, I'm claiming that in all of the names of all of the things that my body is being healed as we speak. And as I was setting my mind and getting on the path, I started every day, something towards my health, something towards those goals. And I have more energy, a better eating plan. But before I did that, I went to the doctor yesterday and lost 9 pounds. Like, I don't know if the moon took them on the night that I released them, but I've only been changing my eating plan for a week, lost 4 this week, but like 9 altogether. And that was just changing my mind about some things. So I just had to share that. Rachel, if you want to talk about money, honey, I'm going to take my joy and just sit here for a minute with it.
Okay. So, this exercise I learned in a money blocks class, and it was one that really just my soul latched onto. This is what I love to do, is healing, and this exercise, I've used it with my kids. It's extremely quick, but very powerful. So I would like us all to just take a couple deep breaths. This will help if you actually close your eyes, just to kind of be in your own space for a second. You're going to think the word and speak it out loud while you're breathing out. Just think the word release. 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 Okay, now I want you guys to think of one of the feelings that you have around money. That could be guilt, shame, fear, a very strong like want that's not a good desire, like you're grasping for it. Just think of the feeling that you have surrounding money that does not feel joyful. And I want you to picture what that feeling looks like. So your subconscious will bring an image to mind. It could be garbly-gunk. It could be, associated with a color. You don't have to be able to name this image. I just want it to come to your mind. So I just think about that for a second and think about the feeling. And we're going to hold that for 3 breaths and also say release, because we're going to be done with that feeling. So bring it to your mind and take your deep breaths and say the word release. 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 Okay, with your eyes still closed, we are done with that feeling. And I would like you to let your subconscious now inform your mind a feeling of joy, of openness, of receptivity towards money. I want you to think of an image that comes to mind, specifically focusing on the color, and hold that for a second. Next, I want you to think about how this new feeling smells. What does it remind you of? It could be, mine was sugar cookies. So it could be any number of things. Just think of a smell that this freedom around money smells like to you. And now I want you to think of an animal. This needs to be a wild animal, not a domesticated animal. So it cannot be a dog or a cat. It can be a mystical animal, any animal that comes to mind. Okay. So with those three images, money, because it's part of our daily life, sometimes we need to fine tune and come back to this. So just like you would tune a guitar, you're not mad at the guitar for getting out of tune. You're not consciously aware of having to tune the guitar while you're playing the guitar. But every once in a while, when you pick it up, you're going to tune it again. So every time that you pick up that feeling that is that you released about money, I want you to come back to these three images. I want you to visualize the color, smell the smell, and picture that animal. And that's going to start fine-tuning your subconscious to remember that you have released those feelings and they are no longer. Okay, so you guys may take another deep breath and just think the word open. And then another one. All right, you may open your eyes. Okay. All right, how does that feel? You guys have, and you don't have to share. You don't have to share anything about that. That was you and for you personally. You're welcome to share if you would like, but hopefully that cleansed some of that. And I like to really just visualize while I'm fine tuning. This was not part of the exercise, but it helps me. I like to just either dance and play because money should be fun, or I like to just put my hands open. So anytime that I'm retuning that, I am open and I am dancing because money should be fun and it should come freely. Okay. All right. Okay, John, you mean you want that in the recording or you want, what do you want in the records?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, John, we can send that. We can keep that as part of the recording. We'll let our team know that that's what you want. Okay.
Sweet.
All right. I'm going to just tell you, it was strange because I wasn't expecting it. But the word that felt icky to me about money was unlimited. Like there's a limited supply. So I released limited and realized that the feeling with that is fear, and releasing the fear of not enough and it being limited amounts, you know? And so what I saw when I recreated that experience in a positive light was snow, like as abundant as snowflakes in a snowstorm, that kind of abundance. And the smell before I saw it as snow was that feeling. I tease my children all the time that I say it. I smell snow. I know when it's coming. I can smell it before the clouds even start happening in. I'm an original Gilmore girl, but I have always been able to smell snow. And it's just coming. I know it's coming. And then my animal was just a pure white rabbit. Like it was, and the feeling of it was that the joy of dancing in the snow. I literally danced in the snow this week, you guys, in the middle of Arizona. If you don't think that's a miracle, it was so exciting. So I'm just going to take that whole feeling of dancing in the snow and know it's that abundant, like massive quantities, and it feels like dancing. It smells like snow. Okay. Before we wrap up, if there's anything that's just kind of burning on your heart that you want to share or ask, please feel free to just pop out and do that before we wrap up.
Oh,
We would
I
love
do
to hear
want to
from
say,
you.
so that that exercise that we did, you guys can do it as many times around different feels. So feelings around money are in plethora, but they are all there. We get messaging all over about money, how we should feel about money, what we should think about money. One of the big ones for me that I just want to say here, because I feel like this probably resonates for a lot of people, is that money is bad because bad people control it. Okay, so the people who have the most money tend to do bad things with it, or that's a message that we receive in our society, that if you pursue that, you must have swindled somebody, you must have hurt somebody, you must be stepping on the small people, whatever, in order to have an abundance of it. And that was a really big one. And I think that's a really big one in our culture, is what dirty thing did you do to get that dirty money? And so that was something that I rooted out, and we just really replaced that with the belief that money should be in the hands of people who are willing to do good with it. And we're going to change that paradigm. It needs to shift in the world right now. So I deserve money. I desire money, and I'm going to do good with it. Money doesn't do anything except for amplify what's already in my heart, and my heart is pure good. So we're going for it, man.
Okay, so the last thing, and that doesn't limit you from talking if something comes up. The last thing I would like you to do is, if there is some way that we can support you, put it in the chat. And by that, I mean, we have, in the course of 6 months, we have had authors who had books that we didn't know until I asked that question. We've had people with crystal shops. We've had people with products that they sell, or ideas that they have, or go ahead. Like, we want to support you with our energy, support you with our good thoughts. You guys, I'm not even joking. A year ago, I met Dawn and Marie at Tonya June Moore's house on a whim. Like, had no idea that there would be any future. And 6 months ago, we started putting our energies together and our talents in the most creative way, which is one of the things that we're doing here right now. And this year, we got to spend some time together in January celebrating Tonya and our friendship. And we're spending some serious time and energy putting together for you this experience, and thinking about you, and putting intentions into those people that are coming to this space. And in a year, I'm not even joking, y'all, our group, we love each other. We are for each other. We are supporting each other. If nothing ever came of this stuff that we are doing here ever again, our 5 lives have changed. That's just the truth. And that's just a small bit of it. Like, you're here, and I believe that same energy that dreamed this dream and brought us here to you is going to work for you in whatever endeavors of creativity that you are doing, whatever life path that you are walking into, whether you come back to us next month for some transformational love, or we just get to see you this one time and you're done, you will not be forgotten. I'm still thinking and sending good things to those people who have been traveling with us since we started in September. So you are something big. You are in something bigger than yourself.
Okay, so for those of you who want this chat to be saved, because there's lots of good information in there, go ahead and, why can I not remember how to do it now? Oh, the chat, like down at the bottom of your screen, that little chat thing with the arrow, click on that. No, that's not it either. What the world? I've done this like a million times. Okay, Lisa, help me out. Oh, no. It's
where
the 3
you
dots
in
on the chat.
Yeah, 3 dots.
Yeah, so the 3 dots where it says more on your chat, you can click that and select save chat, and it will save it when the meeting is finished. And it'll pop up in a little pop-up folder for you, so you can see the whole chat. I don't know why my brain blipped, but there you go.
Okay, you guys, there's a big long URL in the chat. I need to let you know that Lars put that in, and it is a link to the screening of I believe the show that he has going out in, like, the Sedona Film Festival. I think the date is February 8th. If you're in the area, you can go and get a ticket and see that. But Lars is a creative genius, a beautiful man behind a camera with a heart of gold. It was my pleasure to get to know him better in the last 6 months. Let's see. Rachel starting a healing circle. You guys, oh, Paula, thank you. I didn't want to call you out, but Paula, paulagart.com. Oh my gosh, you guys, I went to her house one time and loved her stuff so much. I asked her if I could buy something off of her wall, and now it's hanging in my bedroom. So as a matter of fact, Paula, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but is that piece behind your shoulder something that you did? Are you frozen? She's frozen. Yeah, you guys go check out her artwork. Amazing. All right. Anybody else before we close up? There's still some stuff happening in the chat. We want to make sure that we save that. I'm going to save it too. You guys, thank you. Thank you for spending your time and your energy and being with us here tonight. I don't believe in accidents of this sort. It's just pure magic bringing us all together and helping you to set intentions going out for the year and for the next couple of weeks. I encourage you to practice those things that Tonya June left for us, because whether you choose to believe that they work or you choose not to, I can guarantee that you are right. Better choose to believe it. All right, guys. Let's snap our fingers, raise our energy levels, and I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you for coming out tonight.